The design for man is that he's a creature of prayer. And there is nothing like prayerless in the Bible. Nothing. Nothing. The opposite of prayerful is not prayerless. The opposite of prayerful is fainting. You see, if you are not operating according to design, if you are not praying always, it means you have found a way of existing, another way of existing, and that way is called fainting. You are on life support.
The way of faithfulness. Proverbs chapter 28 and in verse 20. It said, a faithful man shall abound with blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent. He shall abound with blessings. What is faithfulness all about? Let me say it in a few words. And I'll make a phrase. First, to be dependable is to be blessed. Faithfulness means this man is dependable. To be dependable is to be blessed. If people don't consider you dependable, if God don't consider you dependable, there is a limit to what God can do with your life. Second, to be consistent and constant in the right action is to be blessed. To be consistent and constant in the right action is to be blessed. There are people who do good things occasionally, but not everybody can do the right thing consistently. You know this is the right thing to do, and you are doing it consistently. That is faithfulness. To be consistent and constant in the right action is to be blessed. The faithfulness means being consistent, being constant in the right action. Let me give you a third meaning. It's to be real and genuine. Is to be blessed. Show me a man who is real. Show me a worker who is real, who is genuine. Show me a husband, a wife who is real, who is genuine. You will be blessed. You can't escape the blessing. Even God will advertise you to the devil. Have you seen a man? See my servant Job. Show me anybody who is like him. Am I communicating? The challenge we have is a lot of fake and plastic people. Unreal. Inconsistent. Give them a job today before them. 2-3 days they begin to complain of several things. Complain of several things. When we started the ministry, one young man was with us. I believe he was in that same one room, right? That same one room. At the start of the ministry, we had one room. My wife was in that room. Myself was in that room. Our first daughter was in that room. A relation of ours was in that room. My wife's cousin who was with us was in that room. And then that young man who was like the first real church worker in terms of, he was in that room. He was a convert from the university. He was with us in that room. 6 people in one multi-purpose room. The room, toilet is outside. None of that. So let us all go on evangelism. We'll go out. This guy will come back with plenty complaint. Either the sun was too hot or plenty complaints. He was just, when I saw his countenance, one day I said, do you like to travel? You can actually travel and see if you can travel and change environment and come. And he traveled and didn't come back. No GSM, nothing. I didn't know what happened. What happened to this? Oh yeah, no. What happened was that we went to one town one day, I think, for a crusade. And then the crowd was gathered and went crusade. I saw him at the tail end of the crowd. He was standing at the ferry, hand on the chest. I said, how are you? When the cross. How are you defined? How is life? Nothing. That man was given an opportunity to be at the beginning of a ministry such as this. Before any of the pastors came, he was there. Where will he have been now? He's nowhere to be found. Otherwise, I would have heard of him. Would have heard of nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are many people not reliable. And I'm not asking that you are pretending that you are reliable. That is, God knows you are reliable. You carry a spirit, a climate of reliability. There is something about you that gives people rest. Please, I'd like you to hear this message today. It's not a typical give and it shall be given. That is not that typical. Because it's possible to do the giving and still remain very unfaithful. Boss can't depend on you. Somebody asked you to build a house for them. You build a house that will crash. It's a new day for somebody. Lift up your hands and say, Father, I receive the grace. I receive the grace for reliability. I receive the grace to be real in the name of Jesus. The way of faithfulness.
How can you run when you don't know the way of the Spirit?